Guys, this is Hafiz. Today I'm going to show you if you ever get stuck in a snow and you need to get out of it, what you have to do. So as you can see, the ice under the tires is really hard, and if you try to spin your wheels, then you're not gonna be able to move the truck from here. So it's you're gonna have a spin out. So first thing is that you make sure you remove some ice from the ground. It's better you have some salt with you, a bag of salt, and then you can throw it and try to clean the area like 1 feet from the tire, and then you try to move the tires. Otherwise you're gonna have a spin out. So I'm just gonna show you what I do mostly to get out of this situation. So I just found this piece of wood that I'm gonna use under the rear wheels, because the rear wheel is the first axle that actually spins. So I'm gonna use that one under that, and I'm gonna use the same piece of wood on the other side, and then I'm gonna try to move my truck. I'm also using it for the front axle. So the next step is that you have to come inside the truck and turn the differential lock on before you try to spin wheels. And you also need to go into the lower gear before you move. So the lowest gear that you can, and then after that you don't stop. Try to keep moving. You have to jerk it like back and forth so that the truck can go forward. If you're not able to move forward, try to go in reverse gear and then go back in forward gear. So I'm just gonna show you how I'm doing it. So before I move my tires or my truck, I just want to observe my trailer brakes and my truck brakes. So I just want to make sure they're not locked, and I just use a hammer and knock on those brakes, and if they sound empty, that means they are not locked, and they won't be stopping me for moving my truck. So as you can see on this one, I release the trailer brakes and I check all the brakes. They looks alright. So I'm just gonna move my truck. So in the mirror, as you can see, I'm stuck in the snow, so I'm just gonna pull forward. And it's better that you put in a lower gear, and then once you in the gear, stay on the brake, and then all of a sudden you have to jerk it. If you move forward a little bit, then you go back a little bit, and then you keep jerking the truck back and forth, so you have a little bit room in there. But most likely once you feel a little bit traction, just keep moving forward so you don't get stuck in the snow again. So I'm just gonna move it. Just gonna show you how to do it. Reverse, forward. Now I see the traction. So I'm just gonna show you the place where my drive tires were. And you can see the area. It's really hard, and you can see my tire was right here, the inside one and the outside one, so it was spinning out. Maybe I think it was right here, the other tire. So as you can see, it's slippery, but I have a little bit traction on the other side of the wheels, so it was not that much slippery on this side, but I still have some black ice on there. So if your truck is loaded, then you're not gonna have a hard time to pull out. But if you are empty, or you are a bobtail, like you just have a tractor, then you're gonna have a really hard time. I was not loaded, and if you are not loaded, you're empty, you have no weight on the wheels, so you're not gonna have a lot of traction on the tires. So it's not easy to move your truck out of the snow if you are empty. But if you're loaded, then you're not gonna have a really hard time to pull out from the snow. So whenever you are parked, just make sure that you do not drop your trailer. Always stay connected to the trailer, and then you move it, because you have some weight on the wheels. If you are just bobtail or just have a tractor and there's some ice on the road or some slippery, then it's really hard that you can move the truck from the ice. So once you pull out of the parking lot where you see some snow, then use the differential lock, but do not use the differential lock when you're driving. You can only use it if you have some issue in the parking lot. I would recommend not to use this if you are driving on a straight road. But if you're driving over like 50 miles or 45 miles per hour, then you're gonna have a problem with your differential. So I would recommend not to use it when you're driving, and do not use it do not engage it when your wheels are spinning. So always park and then put in a gear, and then you lock it or unlock it. Even you're driving, you can lock and unlock it, but you have to go in neutral, unlock it or lock it, and then you go in a gear. So that's the best way to do it. And do not, that's what it says on the button too, do not engage during spin out. So that's a warning, but you do not drive like that. So that's a safety tip. But when you get stuck in the snow, you have a dirty parking there where you have a lot of snow, and you don't want to get stuck there. Once you start moving, then I would recommend not to stop, because if you stop, then you can get stuck. There's more chances that you can get stuck in the snow, and you're gonna have this problem. So I would recommend that you have a bag of salt with you, and a shovel, just in case if you have to move some snow. But if you make some space under the tires, on the drive tires, and the rear tire, that's the one spin first, that's the first axle, and if you engage the differential lock, then all wheels will be spinning. So I hope this video helped you guys.